والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وصحابه أجمعين. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. سبحانك لا فهم لنا إلا ما فهمتنا إنك أنت الجواد الكريم. وقل رب زدني علما. قال الإمام النووي رحمه الله تعالى ونفعنا بعلومه في الدارين. قالوا عن حذيفة بن اليمان رضي الله عنه قال: حدثنا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم حديثين قد رأيت أحدهما وأنا أنتظر الآخر. قال: حدثنا أن الأمانة نزلت في جذر قلوب الرجال ثم نزل القرآن فعلموا من القرآن وعلموا من السنة. ثم حدثنا عن رفع الأمانة فقال: ينام الرجل النوم فتقبض الأمانة من قلبه فيظل أثرها مثل الوقت. ثم ينام النومة فيقبض الأمانة من قلبه فيظل أثرها مثل أثر المجل كجمل دحرجته على رجلك فنفت فتراه منتبرا وليس فيه شيء، ثم أخذ حصاة فدحرجه على رجله فيصبح الناس يتبايعون فلا يكاد أحدهم يؤدي الأمانة حتى يقال إن في بني فلان رجلا أمينا، حتى يقال للرجل ما أجلده وما أظفره وما أعقله ما في قلبه مثقال حبة من خردل من إيمان. ولقد أتى علي زمان ما أبالي أيكم بايعت، لئن كان مسلما ليردنه علي دينه، وإن كان نصرانيا أو يهوديا ليردنه علي سعيه، وأما اليوم فما كنت أبايع منكم إلى فلان وفلانا. متفق عليه. So continuing with the chapter of the order of the holding up of the trust and giving the trust back to those to whom it belongs, and fulfilling, the oaths and the trusts that have been entrusted to us. So the second hadith is from Hudhayfa ibn al-Yaman radiyallahu anhu. He says that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was explaining to us, and he narrated to us two particular hadiths, two narrations, and two incidents which are going to take place. One of them I've seen, and one of them I'm yet to see. I'm waiting for it to come. So the first one that he mentions is that he mentioned that the amana, the trust, was sent down by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and placed into the hearts of the people. So this is a characteristic of humans by their nature. They to fulfill and obey and hold the trust and fulfill it. فينام الرجل نومة فتقبض الأمانة من قلبه. So then what will happen is, I'm sorry. ثم نزل القرآن فعلموا من القرآن وعلموا من السنة. So then after that, after the sending of the prophets and sending of the revelation, then the Quran was revealed, and the people will come to know what is in the Quran, and they'll understand it. And then also the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is presented to the people, and they'll understand it, and obviously they'll be following it. And then Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned to us and narrated to us about the taking of the amanah, the trust that will be taken out from the hearts. Subhanallah. So he says a man will go to sleep. يَنَامُ الرَّجُلَ النَّوْمَ فَيُقْبَضُ الْأَمَانَةُ مِنْ قَلْبِهِ. So a person will go to sleep, and the amanah, the trust, will be extracted from his heart. فَيَظَلُّ أَثْرُهَا كَمَثْلِ الْوَقْتِ. And then nothing will be left of that amanah or that trust in his heart except a little bit of impression. In other words, just a little bit of impression or a little bit of a mark. Allahu Akbar. ثُمَّ يَنَامُ النُّومَةَ فَيُقْبَضُ الْأَمَانَةُ مِنْ قَلْبِهِ. Then he'll sleep again, and then further the amanah will be extracted from the heart. فَيَظَلُّ أَثْرُهَا كَمَثْلِ أَثْرِ الْمَجْلِ. And so then, after that short sleep, then the amanat, or the impression or the remnants of that amanat, will be like a small blister, like someone has actually dropped a hot ember or hot coal on his foot, and so a little blister pops up. So that's what will be left of the amanah. And Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam explained that and illustrated that by taking a small stone and rolling it on his foot and showing like that. Allahu Akbar. So he said, and so it will be like a small blister inside. There's nothing. So similarly, the hearts will be, bereft, and void of amana and the feeling of trust and the feeling of responsibility. That's what we see today. Now he's saying this when? He's saying this, during the time of Rasul, just after the advent of Nubuwwat. So he said, I have actually, seen this taking place at that time. So then, what will happen is, to that extent, amanat and trust and this responsibility will be taken out of the hearts, and so to such an extent that people will say, "Oh, in such and such town, there's this individual, and how intelligent he is, and how courageous he is, and how smart and intelligent and sharp he is." However, the fact of the matter is, there's nothing in his heart, even the size of a mustard seed worth of iman. So he says, Hudayfa radiallahu ta'ala, he says that a time came upon me, or there was a time previously, when I didn't care who I had transactions with. I would buy and sell or have any type of monetary transactions with, because if he was a Muslim, then his deen, and with deen is amana, of course, his trust, his deen would, motivate him and prompt him to, give the trust and, be truthful in his dealings. And if he was a Christian or he was a Jew, then at least the people who were responsible, even if he weren't to, give the trust properly, then the people who were responsible over them, they would ensure that they did that. As for today, Amma al-Yawm, so I don't deal and I don't buy and purchase except from so and so and so and so. So that was when? That was during the time of Sahaba. So what do you think about today? So this is a very great, a very great quality of iman, as you heard yesterday, that it is a quality of iman, and not fulfilling the trust is a quality of hypocrisy. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala save us and give us complete iman, and those imani qualities, and among them, the holding up and the offering and the delivering of trusts. Ameen wa akhir da'wana anil hamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Wassalamu alaikum.